How much junk have you collected over a period of time? Stuff that you don't require or use it now, but still you don't want to get rid of it because you think you may need it someday. When you are selling your house, you always want a price which is higher than the market price. But if you have to buy the same house or a similar house in the same vicinity, you wouldn't be willing to pay the same price. You would be willing to pay a much lower price than that. This is what is called as an endowment effect. We consider things to be more valuable the moment we own them. Rolf Dobelli, author of The Art of Think Clearly book, has beautifully illustrated this with his own example. Rolf wanted to buy a second-hand car and he had coveted one particular high-end car, second-hand garage. The garage owner was willing to sell it at $50,000. Rolf felt that the real price was around $40,000. So he made that offer to the garage owner. Now the garage owner negotiated with him and some time passed and ultimately agreed to sell it to him at $40,000. So he got his car and soon he was taking the car for a drive. In between, he stopped at a petrol pump, and he was filling petrol in the car. Now the petrol pump owner came out to inspect the car and offered him $53,000 on the spot in cash for the car. Rolf refused. As he came out of that petrol pump and hit the road, he realized that he himself had become a victim of the endowment effect, because he had himself felt that the value of the car was $40,000 and hence he had bought it at that. $53,000 was way above his asking price. But once he had owned the car, the value went up in his eyes. So, and remember, Rolf Dobelli has written a book on behavioral biases. So, knowing the biases or understanding its effect doesn't necessarily make you immune from being a victim of it. So, how do you get rid of the endowment effect, or how do you counter the endowment effect? So, be aware of this when you are selling your house or a car. Many a times, due to this illogical fixation with a higher price, you lose the opportunity of the sale and get stuck with the asset, or are forced to sell at a price which is much lower than the real market price. This effect is also seen with people who own stocks and who there are some favorites which they don't want to sell because they always value it much higher than the market does. I'm Yogin Sabnis and you're watching the VSK YouTube channel. Do subscribe for regular updates. Thank you for watching.